Okay, so first thing first. Now we did the decreasing order. All right, so now, so same thing, we're gonna deal with the first term. Okay, just like when we did the 85 divided by 4, we dealt with the 8 first, so we're gonna deal with the x cubed. Okay? So the question is, how many times can x go into x cubed? Okay? So in other words, what do I have to multiply x by to get to x cubed? So just like we're here, so we have 85 by 4. So what do I need to multiply 4 by to get to 8? We said 2. So what do I have to multiply this by to get to x cubed? Amanda? X squared. Good job. Okay, so we're going to get multiplied by x squared. Because x squared times x, you add the exponents, you get x to the power of 3. Okay, so now we found that. Now let's go through the steps. We're going to multiply, then we're going to subtract, and then we're going to carry down. Okay, multiply, subtract, carry down. Yes?
But what about the minus 4?
Yep, we're going to get there right now.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to multiply the x squared to both of them.
Oh.
Okay, so x squared times x is x to the power of 3. And then x squared times negative 4 is negative 4 x squared. Now you can see why we have the 0 there, because you can only subtract like terms. Has to be like terms you can subtract. So if it was negative 2x minus 4x squared, you couldn't subtract it. So you can only subtract like terms. Okay, be careful here. So multiply, subtract, carry down. So we're subtracting, but be careful here, because you're subtracting the whole thing. Okay, we're subtracting both terms. So you gotta make sure the subtraction goes to both. So x to the power 3 minus x to the power 3, that's gone. And you don't have to put 0. Now we have 0x squared minus a negative 4x squared. What happens here with the subtract the negative? What happens with subtract the negative?
Positive.
Positive, good. So we have 0x squared plus 4x squared. What does that give us? 0 plus 4? 4. So 0x squared minus a negative 4 becomes 0 plus 4. Okay, so we multiply, we subtract, now we carry down. So carry down the negative 2x. And now we repeat the process. So now, what can we multiply x by to get to 4x squared? What do we multiply x by to get to 4x squared? Artemis?
Would you multiply with 4x or just x?
4x, you're right. Okay? Because we want to make it exactly the same. Okay? So a positive 4x. Okay, so 4x times x is 4x squared. So 4x times x is 4x squared. Yeah, so we want to make it exactly the same. And then again, you multiply that to the second term. So 4x times negative 4. 4x times negative 4. Maya? Negative 16. X. Make sure you have the x there, right? So we multiplied. Now we subtract. Four x squared minus 4x squared cancels out. If these are not canceling out here, you did something wrong. Okay, so these are always give you a 0. Negative 2 minus a negative 16, which is negative 2 plus 16, or 16 minus 2. is 14. Good, 14x. Now our last step, we bring down the 1. And now we repeat the process. Multiply, subtract, carry down. So same thing again. What can we multiply x by to get to 14x? What do we multiply x by to get to 14x? Artemis? 14. Okay. So 14 times x is 14x. 14 times -4 is -56. Subtract the whole thing. 14s cancel out. And 1 minus a -56 is positive, sorry, yeah, it's positive 57. So the question asks, is the divisor a factor? So if I divide by x minus 4, is it a factor? Samantha, right?
Yeah.
It's not. Good. Why?
Because the remainder's on 0.
The remainder is on 0. Okay? So the remainder is not 0, so therefore not a factor. Not a factor. And we stop there. Once you get to, you can't carry anything else down, you stop. Okay? We can't carry, there aren't any other numbers. Okay, that's the next one. 2x plus 1. Make sure your exponents are decreasing order. And they have all of them. So I have 3, 2, 1, 0. I wrote it too high. You guys want to try it yourself? I'll go through it. Some of you guys are trying it. Why? Okay, so let's do it together. So first thing, so what do I multiply 2x by to get to 2x cubed? Artemis?
X squared.
X squared, good. So x squared. So x squared times 2x gives me 2x cubed. And then x squared times 1 is x squared. So we multiply. Now we subtract. So your 2x cubes cross off. 5x squared minus x squared. 5x squared minus 1x squared is? 4x squared, good. So 4x squared. Carry down our negative 4x. So again, what do we multiply 2x by to get to 4x squared? No, you know, I'm going to pick somebody else. Austin. 2x, good. So 2x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. Make sure you subtract the whole thing. It's the biggest mistake in this. People don't subtract each term. Four x squared minus 4x squared cancels out. So now we have a negative 4x minus 2x. Negative 4 subtracted the 2. 4 negatives and 2 negatives makes 6 negatives. So negative 6. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Bring down our last term. Now again, what do we multiply 2x by to get to negative 6x? Negative 3. Good. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. So we end up getting negative 6 plus 6 is 0. Negative 3 minus a negative 3, which is negative 3 plus 3, is also 0. Okay? So, is this a factor? Yes, it is. Yes, it's a factor. If we really want to write it out, say 2x plus 1 is a factor of 2x cubed plus 5x minus 4x minus 3. Because the remainder is 0.